All right, give me 3 minutes and I'll show you why I believe Aduro could be the stock of the decade. I don't usually tell people what to do, only what I'm doing, but here's why you should even listen to me. Across all of my picks over the past 12 months, my average peak gains have been over 184%. Aduro has contributed to that performance, and I believe we are just getting started. So here's the issue. Every year, the world throws away more than 250 million tons of plastic packaging, and governments worldwide are no longer letting companies off the hook. They're being forced to pay for the waste they create. But here's the key. Plastic isn't garbage. It is hydrocarbons. It is fuel. And whoever can recycle it profitably at scale unlocks a $100 billion opportunity. Now, conmen love to pitch total addressable market like it's a given, and it is not. Think of TAM as just a huge pie. Only the companies with the right tech get slices. The rest go hungry. And out of about 70 players in the space, Aduro is positioned differently. Now, Aduro's hydrochemolytic technology doesn't just cook plastics at extreme heat. It uses water and catalysts to break them into pure building blocks that mean higher yield, lower cost, and a product that goes straight back into the trillion-dollar plastics industry. So this month, Aduro is commissioning its next generation plant. It's bigger than the pilot, not yet fully commercial, but it's big enough to give global players in the game, like their clients Shell and Total, confidence to scale. At commercial size, each Aduro unit can process 25,000 tons of plastic per year. And at about $850 profit per ton, that's more than $21 million profit per unit per year. And Aduro is still only a $400 million market cap company. So before I start talking about competitors, you need to know that there's about 70 companies trying to fix this problem because the reward is absolutely huge. PureCycle is the biggest competition, but it's not really a competitor. The total addressable market pie is big enough for multiple solutions. But what I want to point out is that they have their commercial plant up and running. So what I want you to see in this comparison is what they're at the commercial stage and we are just hot on the trail. So PureCycle is trading at about $2.3 billion and they have about 400 million in debt, but their technology only handles one type of plastic, just to give you an idea of values here. Now, Aduro can handle 4 of the 7 types of plastic, including the messy mixed plastics that nobody wants. And no hate for PureCycle investors here. They've done well, but I want to be along for the ride from 400 million to 2 billion. And I think that's right in front of us with the commercialization that's planned here. So the stock has already made a big move this year, but analysts aren't calling it done. We've seen targets from Yahoo Finance at nearly 48 and others clustering in the mid 40s to 50s. Even Fintel's model suggests mid 30s as a target by 2026. That's a big gap from today's $13 price. So insiders own close to 40% of the company, and management has been very careful about raising capital. They've avoided reckless dilution, which means they've protected shareholders while growing value. This is why I've held Aduro since the IPO and why I believe it will mint more millionaires and at least one billionaire in the CEO over Vicus. So I've linked a lot of other Aduro resources in the description for those of you who want to dive deeper, but fair warning, if you really research Aduro, you may find yourself looking at the rest of your portfolio and wondering what you should sell to buy more Aduro. So again, as always, protect your capital, do your own due diligence, and happy trading.